Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4, where today we're just bringing Yaka his favorite thing. The man loves fire. Why would we not just... It seems like the friendliest thing we could do. Just bring him a bunch of fires. So, let's summon a copper golem. And then let's start summoning another copper golem. Honestly, they're pretty good for just like... for tier 1 early spell units, right? Like, I think they're performing admirably. That is an Oraculum army. That is, well, they can't kill all of us as we approach. Maybe we group up a little bit, though, here. Alright, Red Fjorn. Honestly, I think we probably need a little bit more ranged. What would it cost to buy this guy out? Okay, yeah, we'll just purchase that ranged unit. So this army then probably needs melee. I can't make halberds here because the city center's not level 2. Well, we can put together a gargoyle, buy that out next turn, and then obviously the next couple of summons can go there. Yeah, seems sensible to me. Oh, maybe Oraculum's not going to get the chance to attack me. Okay. Well then, this feels like it's going well. I'm fine with that, whatever. These armies down here are full. I don't actually think we do need to wait anymore. So I'm just going to drop it on this army here. Sorry, I'm going to press the wrong button. Okay, there we go. It's a good spell. I really appreciate the save, y'all. Trying to be able to open up the unit dialogue. Okay. Yeah, we're on top of this. How much longer on this siege? Still 3 turns. And they're just allowed to pump out units in there while we're... It's fine. It's fine. We acquired some rainbow clover and whatever. Like, I don't... Our production doesn't really matter anymore. This ends the scenario, so... Yep, and here's Yaka again. Nope, not what I'm trying to do. Close. Just trying to select my units. This golem goes here just in case Yaka's remaining forces decide they want to get tricky on me. Oraculum is sent to war party. I cannot imagine anything that would matter less to me. And just, yeah, keep at the siege. Nothing really else we can do. At this point, the auto-resolver's gotta give us the victory, right? It's gotta know. Please don't lose this battle. Ugh. Do I care enough about this to fix it? No, I don't think so. That battle would absolutely have been winnable, but whatever. Okay. Still have one more turn on the siege. Is what it is. got Crushing Earth, which is fun. Pick up the Wayfinder enchantment, because that'll count as a research cycle. And I guess it just end turn. Like, let's just get this over with, shall we? Yeah, we'll do manual combat here, I guess, just to make sure that none of my wounded units get killed. It's wild that they ride around that huge force of Oraculum unit, or of Sundred units to come and fight me, but it's fine, I guess. So we don't have the ranged core that I would like here. Why would you step through the bleed? It's like choosing to take damage for no reason when they could have walked around the front side. It does seem like that happens a lot with this game, where the pathfinding just chooses a worse path sometimes for things. Alright, we're just kind of grouping up here. Not doing anything terribly surprising, I'm sure. Let's see what you got. We can gather up a little bit more before I cast this. So yeah, let's have the really wounded units step closer. All right. And I kind of think we don't do anything again. You guys have no blood and cannot be affected by a cactus. This is probably a good time, actually, for the song. Do I want to move around so that... Yeah, we can get one more unit in on this. Oh, wait. Do this song first. Okay. And then these two are steel shapers, so we'll move over and bolster some people, I guess. All right, let them approach one more turn and also get a little bit of regeneration going, and then... Yeah, then we just have Adam, right? Not so worried about this unit. Let's open with that charge strike. Yeah, this is only one attack anyway. So have you move up here, but before you launch your attack, run in with Gromesh. Make sure you get your overwhelm tactics. Well, if you're just going to resist everything... and then the ranged units shouldn't have much of a problem here. And we still have plenty of resources to work with. Oh, I moved one unit away before singing the Song of Carnage. Foolish. Okay, I can't get better than a 50, so I'll take my 50 from here. And then we need to make way for this one as well. Okay, that's a pretty good start, I think. How much health do you have left? 39, so we're not killing you with a rock blast anyway. I think I'm going to animate something over here. Wait, did you gain bleeding? I made you out of the bleed plant. That's really frustrating that that can work that way. I made it out of the bleed plant for the express purpose of removing some amount of danger from that area, and it's super annoying that it just took the bleed. Huh. Just barely, huh? Cannot quite. The Scalds sang already, which is the best we're going to get out of them. Yeah, fine enough. Get some morale bonuses here, some more regen. That's a big spell. Okay, we're losing copper golems. It's pretty okay. The game is determined to do whatever it can to make this attack on Yaka take the longest amount of time possible. Alright. So, should be able to kill you with an attack by just about anybody. So you can just do normal melee attacks here. Yeah, alright. I'll have you do that instead of worrying about this dude. I don't really want to spend one of the hero attacks here. I'm debating what I do want to do. Can you get up close enough to kill it? Maybe. Let's try to get that. If we can get the kill this way, then we can use everybody to just charge through. So of course that won't work. Kind of goes without saying, really, I guess. Alright, trying to leave the gap open for people to do charges through like this. Can we get... Yeah, I would prefer to have the other hero up here first so that there is an overwhelm in play. I mean, I probably want to focus on the hero, right? With my ranged. Let's run up to here and not take this shot just yet. Oh, why is your shot so much worse? Well, I guess this shot is something we can just do right now. We'll put somebody next to the archer before we fire. I think the golems can probably just finish this off. Feels like they should be able to. And they're not going to be able to give overwhelm tactics anyway, right? So Huh, my percentage changed. Well, it turns out I was moving to here anyway. So who's got stacks? You have stacks. Get strong. Could just shoot for 16, but... not actually a ton of other... that's 3, that's not bad. We'll go strength from steel on you. You can run over here and contribute right away. I'm a little surprised the golem can make that trip with any attack left. And this won't actually be lethal for either of them. But I guess I'm going to drop it here. Okay, that thing just chose defense mode, which I don't think is the right play. There we go. That's what you get for defense mode. Alright, your army is pathetic and very annoying. I super don't care. Sure, virtues or whatever. Just pick the fastest thing. The breach has been made. Copper Golem cannot quite be cast. That's annoying. But yeah, let's do the thing. I'm going to hit auto combat and it's going to kill all my units. Well, not all of them, but yeah, so that's the end of the scenario, right? I'll just take that. Fire and Sand, Aftermath. Victory is what echoes in the streets of Goldbank. Victory is what's engraved in the hearts of the ratty runesmiths, for Yaka, Godir of Fire, has been defeated. Smoke still lingers over the proud cities of the firebrand predators. Why would you call yourself the anything predators? It's like naming your faction the bad guys. Then again, you know what? Actually, the shit we're seeing in a lot of the developed world is people literally just calling themselves evil, so never mind. Was it truly a mortal hero that took down the Wizard King Yaka, or had your journey of knowledge and power already altered your destiny? You have emerged from this conflict as a hero and savior of your people. Carried by their elation, you feel your spirits being lifted high, beyond the horizon and toward the astral sea. That really turned from a metaphor about morale into a different idea very quickly in a way that kind of doesn't make any sense. Let's let go of Athla to conclude my ascension. All of the elf players' units suddenly explode. That's just bad luck for her, really. Okay, a 50-turn victory. Probably could have been done faster. I was not very focused. And we don't need to watch the timeline. We just saw it happen. We know what's up.
By repelling the invasion of Yaka, the spark of divinity was ignited, and a new Godir ascended to the cosmic pantheon. Beyond the veil of mortality, the pantheon represented an entirely different world. For while the Godir could walk the realms as gods, they had to abide by rules when dealing with their own kin within the astral sea.
Whose rules?
In Mage Haven, a world near the center of the astral sea, The Godia of the Pantheon had established their forum of council. It was a place warded by an ancient spell. Stripped of their abilities to harm one another, even the fiercest enemies could meet up in Mage Haven. Here, the Godia constructed their world gates, through which they embarked on their journeys of exploration and expansion that defined the Fourth Age of Wonders.
Okay, her conquest of the realm has given her a chance to ascend to your pantheon. Will you grant Gromish Metal Ear her ascendance? Why would you not? I don't understand what the benefit of hitting decline is. Yeah, of course, sure. Alright, we earned a bunch of XP here. Let's get a thing that actually has gameplay effect. So this is a quality that we can take on a new leader that we build, right? Starting with a pretty decent charge option, and yeah, the ability to go berserk. And these are just customizations. The next thing down gives us an icon, which is kind of fun. And then, like, where's the next bit of gameplay? The next bit of gameplay is at the bottom of this group of 4. So, wow, talented collectors. That bonus plus the effect plus the starting bonus seems really powerful. If you're getting all those stats from the magic material and you start right on top of it. Whereas this gives you the Staff of Blight. That poison's pretty cool. And also the ability to sap strength. That is way less compelling. What else do we have over here? Bannerlords. A culture trait. More frequent rallies. Start with the nearest free city revealed and 25 allegiance. That's like fine. And perfectionist artisans. City structures cost double production but grant stability and gold. Okay. Start with an extra tier 3 unit. That seems powerful as well. Alright, so I think we want to go down this way first. Does this cost... Yeah, okay, I was going to say, that's... when I clicked on it the first time, it didn't lock in. Alright, and we unlock the next type of realm at level 8, which makes sense. It's every 4 levels. Yeah. Okay.
Choose your destination.
Well, cool. We completed a story realm. I guess let's just move on to the next one, right? Let's see where the plot goes. Become an ambassador of the Covenant and venture to the enchanted archipelago on Tidalon, where a once banished wizard king is abusing the currents of creation. Investigate the goals of the Shadrai Alliance and free the realm from the Siren Goddess. Okay, upholding agreements of peace and stability. Tidalon is the way they chose to name the ocean world. They called it the Tide Place. A lot of aquatic beings. A once banished wizard king is doing something. So, this realm consists of several small landmasses separated by oceans. There's a small underground. A lot of animals. And free cities are rare. Okay, so we want to engineer a faction or engineer a race for this that is going to be
starts here.
Good at doing water stuff, right? Or we could just like take one, but why would I ever do that?
In the following steps, you will create your people.
What about like some goblins? Goblins heal fast. Ooh, bonus damage on flanks. That's fun. Toadkin. Do Toadkin have natural water adaptation? They do. They're able to build farms on swamps. So it's not like a water adaptation. It's an adaptation to moist ground. Let's go goblins. I have arbitrarily decided we shall be goblin sailors.
In this step, you will pick your people's culture, which defines your starting units and economy.
So chaos seems like a really strong affinity, especially for fast for faster maps like this. I'm trying to like, here, hold on. I want this tooltip because I want to mouse over Primal Strike. The first melee attack that hits in battle deals an additional +8 damage. Okay. That's compelling. Friendly units at the center of the outpost will restore HP. Okay. Helps you move units to the front as well as keep fighting. I think I like this quite a bit. And we didn't really focus on nature with any of our previous ones either. So let's do like a chaos and nature thing here.
What defines their society?
Well, I definitely want to go chaos and nature with these as well, so I do like the idea of prolific swarmers. Tier 1 units have +1 rank. If this map is short like the last one, we're going to be dealing with a lot of tier 1 units, so that makes sense. Ritual cannibals gain the corpse eating ability, which as we have seen is pretty powerful. The nearest owned city gets +3 mana, +3 food per tier for non-magic origin units killed or lost, so anyone who dies really, after successful combat. That's pretty cool. Or Ruthless Raiders, we get Draft. We get to start with 2 random hero items, which is pretty cool. Ritual Cannibals is definitely interesting. +1 city cap. It's easier to found new stuff. Capital city starts with +1 population. I don't hate that. Here we go. Seafaring. I like this. And ranged units and skirmisher units having bonus rank, and your ranged units starting with you starting with an extra ranged unit is going to make you really good at picking off stuff that's on tiles, or really clearing nodes so that you can take advantage of them. But I kind of like this ritual cannibals thing, just like flushing food out of combat.
Choose your first tome of magic.
All right, this is also going to give us some affinity. I do wish... Okay, it's up here in the upper left. It's weird that they show your affinity in the upper left for this process when it's in the upper right at all other times. Right? Isn't that where it is usually? You'd think they would want to keep that consistent. So summon lesser magma spirits. Pyromancers are cool. Ignite seems pretty good as a direct damage spell. Searing blades and fire arrows, so you have both the melee and the ranged version of the do fire damage. And we get to start with a ritual pyre. Counts as a forester that produces mana. That's actually really interesting. So we can get early plus mana income without having to settle on top of mana nodes. I think I actually really like that. And then searing weapons for your heroes. Yeah, that's compelling. We're doing kind of a horde thing too here though, so counts as a forester. Tier 1 units for this settlement, I'm assuming, are cheaper by 20%, and it gives a bunch of food and draft. That's tough to argue with. Maybe we're going like way in on tier 1 units. Yeah, that's an interesting way to do this. And then this is a tier 1 unit that oh no, it's a tier 2 unit that probably summons a tier 1 unit. Yeah, interesting. Makes the race smaller and more numerous, granting them increased number of units in formation, plus 20% damage. Wow, really? Spawnkin seems great. Yeah, we're going this way.
What is your ruler's origin?
Wizard Kings can overchannel plus casting points is like kind of okay. I feel like this is more helpful in the early run.
Reveal yourself.
Yeah, and then this, I don't know that we necessarily need to go through this whole process. We did learn something about not being a dark color with a reddish color, because it's easy to get confused for other things. So we have a kind of a naval civilization here, like a trident makes sense. Do we have something that looks more like a boat? That's supposed to be a crown, but you could argue it's a boat. I'm going to. This is our boat. This is our fancy boat. And since it is a boat, you know, obviously it's it's in the water, and the symbol itself is that's not terrible. I guess green, right? Yeah, it's not the prettiest thing, but we're little green people on the water. We don't have to be green. I suppose that's a thing, right? Skin color. Yeah, we could do something else if we wanted. Red. What if we were red goblins? That's the closest we can get to red. I like this. Okay. Pose doesn't really seem all that relevant. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, these are good goblin heads. I think I'm gonna stick with that one, but yeah, those are good options. I like the hair. I like the eye color. I think we're going for sort of a broodmother feel here, and I think this has the battle mother vibe that I'm looking for. Although, can we? Yeah. And then, like, I have highlights. Do we want highlights that are a little bit more contrasting, maybe? You can't even tell that they're there. Whatever, it's fine. This one I don't even know if we want a helmet. Oh, maybe like a crown of some kind. Yeah, okay. I don't hate that. Red for the armor is a lot of red. Yeah, that's fine. And then cape. I like our kind of like torn up looking cape. Yeah, I think that first one was... I guess those are designs, not holes, but whatever, it's fine. All right, rest of race. I wish that... Is there like an inherit button? There isn't. I wish I could grab the traits from the leader. This stuff's all pretty fine. I think we're quite slight. Our armor is... Yeah, we have a lot of, like, metal details. Yeah. Okay. I think that's a winner. Army mount type. We did the hyenas last time. And we're sort of aquatic. Like, what here looks like it would do the best with water? None of them. You can't have, like, a big... Why are there 3 different kinds of horse, but not a single big fucking frog? Right? Whose decision was this? Dogs can swim. I think horses can swim too. I don't know a lot about horses. This is all good.
Your journey begins.
War Queen. These are all very war-y. I think we can fix this. I think we are going Broodmother. Broodmother, what's a good water goblin name? Show me, here, lock these two, unlock this. Show me some names. Give me something to work with. Kaya's pretty good. Hold on. What if she's just named Kayak? I think Kayak works. And then Jade Skull, I mean, no. Our people are very, what are we? We're not afraid of water. We're probably very good swimmers. We're probably, like, we look very slight. We're, like, physically light. I'm trying to figure out, like, what are the traits that would get called out in a last name here? It would probably be something aspirational. Gore Drinker is usually pretty fun. Grime is a terrible name. Kayak Meat Grinder. I can get behind this. Of the seafaring goblins, it's just like, it's a little on the nose, don't you think? The rough minions is not terrible. How about... We chose dogs, right? The rough sea dogs? The red sea dogs. Got it. Perfect. Print that shit.
The astral sea connects all and everything. To most, it is merely a way to travel between worlds, yet some call the astral sea itself their home. Of the many beings who reside within, the curious mare are the most gentle. They swim through the magical currents with ease and use their voices to guide lost souls to safety. This is the story of one such mare called Elia, whose curiosity led her to misery. This particular young mare was intrigued by the worlds that connect to the astral sea. She was specifically attracted to a realm called the enchanted archipelago, for its tides resembled her natural habitat, yet felt so different. But it did not take long before Elia's visit turned into a nightmare, when she was captured by a capricious goddess called Nimue, who sought to study her for her beauty and power.
Who among us has not been driven to capture someone so that we could pump them for makeup tips? Right? This is very understandable. I'm not defending Nimue. I'm just saying it's comprehensible. She went a little too far.
The self-proclaimed goddess, Nimue, used Elia in her efforts to create her ultimate race of followers. But her results never lived up to her ever-shifting demands. Elia was forced to watch Nimue drown her own creations over and over again, only to begin anew once more. The horrified Elia, shackled and sequestered, could only sing a desperate song, carried by the currents over the astral sea. Elia's song reached Mage Haven, where the Covenant, a virtuous alliance of Godir, heard her plea. The Covenant sought to uphold the ancient agreements of peace and stability, and were thus concerned by the song about Nimue. Had the siren goddess gone mad with power, or was another force at play? One zealous Godir of the Covenant volunteered to investigate the enchanted archipelago and liberate it from Nimue's drowning embrace.
Yeah, it seems like a bad scene. We can put a stop to that. Through murder, somehow. Not 100% clear on how that's going to work. Seeing the name Kayak Meat Grinder in, like, even a moderately fancy font is very funny to me. Okay. So, we got the recuperation where seafarers, yeah. It's all good. It's all good stuff. Starting magic, we got Song of the Reckless and Fury of the Horde. Okay. You arrive at the outer edge of the enchanted archipelago. You are greeted by a wistful voice, the one that pulled you to this realm. The voice sings of love turned to obsession, of a wrathful goddess and enthralled people, of a lake, a wellspring turned into a prison. She sings desperately for the arrival of a savior on this realm. Suddenly, the voice is drowned out by cackling laughter before it falls silent, leaving nothing but the sound of the wind and the waves. The creature pleads with you to liberate her and the people of this realm from the wrath of the Siren Goddess. Do that to win. In order to win, all you have to do is reach victory. No problem. I will claim this realm and liberate it from this Siren Goddess. And I'm assuming if you do the optional thing, then you probably get, like, extra money, or you get, like, extra resources of some kind. Got some pretty livestock here. This is a nice area. Okay, so we could in theory build a new city. Your army approaches what should have been a proud city, but what now seems to be nothing but a brackish swamp. The game needs to be a little bit better about, like, telling about displaying the fog of war, because I thought we had vision of that tile already. I would not have tried to move on to it otherwise. Broken stone structures jut out from the waters, quickly crumbling under the constant lashing of the elements. Splashing through the once bustling streets, your army finds no signs of life. Bloated corpses riddle the streets and rotting markets. It seems as if they did not even have time to flee the tide that took their lives. This entire city and entire people were drowned. Your army stands silent as the rain falls, wondering what to do. While it does feel like we probably want to prepare to rebuild the city, and like it definitely makes sense to go for double population growth, double resource incomes early. So yeah, we will rebuild this city. It shall not be forgotten. We spread quickly, I think. That's a pretty good resource deposit right there. And we don't have the ability to get in the water yet. It's just 3 of those things. What is... I wish I could get a better sense of what is underneath a stack of enemies. A wild speaker who will certainly conjure an animal at us. Okay, I mean, whatever, let's do it, right? Show me the auto result, and then... Okay, good enough, good enough. Okay, 70 production. It was a production stockpile, which actually is a really rad thing to find on the first turn. And I have to say, a random non-scout tier 1 unit that can be produced in a city. That's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna get the crow going. We probably don't have that much exploration to do here. Maybe I'd be better off just grabbing Houndmasters. Yeah, alright. Let's do it. And let's build some cool stuff. So, we probably want to start, as we usually do, with either food or production. Build a farmer, build a forester. I think we're going to build a farm. So let's build the storehouse now. And yeah, we'll finish the storehouse as we're building our first farm over here on top of the livestock. And then that'll help us push for all this other stuff. I think that makes good sense. And so here we go. So it seems like there are 3 players. Stranded Creations. Your Pathfinders report interesting sightings from beyond the horizon. One of them approaches you. My broodmother, we have seen ships of unknown origin on the western horizon, and trodden underground passages in the east. It seems that some of Nimue's creations have survived her wrath. Perhaps they can even be persuaded to join you on your quest to liberate this realm. With your permission, my broodmother, we shall set sail to find these people. Yeah, okay, I don't actually get to give permission or not. Sure. I'm gonna do it. I mean, I'm gonna look around. I didn't really need a quest to guide me to look around. Okay, wow, there's just like a lot of hostile everything. Why are there so many monsters here? Alright, and we can't set this up unless I'm directly on top of it. Alright, that's fine. We'll do it next turn. Okay, I do want to get started. Did doing that cause me to lose vision of the tranquility pool? That's weird. Alright, so you run down here. There is a monster den to our south that probably we should deal with soon. And I don't know that I have, like, that there's terribly compelling reason to run around up here fighting stuff. Let's just go clear the monster den before it becomes an issue, and we'll come back for all this other stuff. Do I want to start building units? I should probably... Yeah, we should probably, you know, fill out our army at least. What are we looking at in terms of buyout costs? You know what? Give me another Sunderer after that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm literally evil. Feels a little judgmental. Oh wait, silly me. I ran the Sunderer into the wrong army. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just step you here. We'll fix this, cause oops. And you can just like boogie on past. What is that? Ah, maps. Okay, the Squid City of Flotsam. I guess let's go meet them. Yeah, I think we want to grab this area for sure. That's just a yield, right? Yeah, it's just a stash. It's a stash of production though. It's definitely something we'd like to pick up quickly. And then now that we have our farm, let's get that workshop rolling. Wait, what is that? Battle ritual site. Knowledge and draft. Okay. Something that's available to us because of different choices we made in like the heritage step. Yeah, this probably is actually worth picking up right now, huh? And then we're gonna get to some city stuff pretty quickly. You just get seafaring. Yeah, when you get to that point, seafaring is free. Okay. Do we have the money and the interest in just buying this out? Probably, right? May as well have a full stack when we go into battle there. Do we want to produce anything else? I guess I'm going to build one more Pathfinder, and we're going to sail west. Just try to get eyes on some stuff. I assume we're going to get a good auto result here. We certainly fucking should. If the game is being difficult, we can do other stuff. Oh yeah, Spawnkin for sure. As early as possible, right? Technically, the scout's allowed to participate. I don't know that I would want them to, but they'll add math for the auto-resolver. Yeah, absolutely fine. That exploded, and I'm not sure why. Okay, a brewer ogre. That's cool. Not really what I was expecting. That was just like a bunch of spider's nest, right? I don't know. Whatever. A wand of lightning strike. Yeah, okay. Can I use a wand? I have an axe and a shield right now. If I were to equip a wand... No, okay, a wand. You have a special slot for wands. Well, that's just pure upside. Okay. And do we want to grab Primal Mark to start with? When this unit kills, strengthen and plus THP. I mean, this unit's going to be pretty good at killing, I feel like. Let's take that Bloodlust. Especially in the early game, she's going to be vastly superior to a lot of enemies. Do we... I might send a Sunderer home. I didn't realize we had 2 of them in the stack already. This might be too many ranged units. And the Ogre is tier 2, yeah? Yeah. So there are definitely some buffs it's not going to get. I feel like we want it in the main stack, though. I'll send a skirmisher home. You get to join up. Congratulations. It's your lucky day, and this is just the end of the landmass. Wow. Okay, I guess in that case, the thing we're doing here is checking out the layer of silk. Yeah, this would be pretty cool to pick up by a city. It's going to be a minute before that happens, but we may as well get in some trouble. An ancient cavern that heralds from the time of this world's creation, during an era when dragons and giants molded the very lands into physical form. Within these natural sanctuaries, the first creatures found shelter as the world outside violently settled into place. To this day, the cave itself remains a sanctuary for those that are able to find their way into it. Ha! Not anymore. Let's fuck all of that up. The cave is dark and eerily silent as you approach. A thin layer of silky webbing covers the entrance. You and your party venture further through the maze-like cave, passing cocoons filled with all sorts of creatures, whilst searching for the secrets hidden beneath the cobwebs. Before long, the webbing gets so thick that it becomes noticeably harder to move. Then you hear something in the darkness. While you struggle to move through the sticky web, you hear the excited chitter of the cave's many-legged inhabitants. They can sense more prey. So if we set fire to the battle, no spider webs will be present, but lots of things will be on fire. Or several slowing web obstacles. I think I'd rather set fire to the webbing. I can navigate the fire more effectively than the spiders can, I bet. You know what? I'll just take that. That's fine. We'll pull that that skirmisher that I had run away. We'll just pull him back in. After the spiders are dealt with, you can search the cave with ease. You find several cocoons, most of them empty or with their contents decayed. Then one of your companions calls you over. This one's still breathing. You quickly free the living victim, and after a moment of respite, he is able to speak. Oh, thank the Godir for your arrival. My name is Halo Arkwielder of Drowngate. We traveled here to investigate this so-called safe haven, and then, well, I owe you my life, O Broodmother. If you need my help in the future, you need only ask. Okay, that's a huge amount of food. So we can send him home, or we can imprison him. Here's the thing. I feel like this game has like, alignment is almost never a good idea in any fantasy game, and this game has what I would describe as a particularly shallow implementation of it. I think it's bad, but I don't think it matches our actions here, because I have a hard time imagining this faction, this set of people of all peoples, being cool with imprisonment. You know, we're here specifically to ensure the freedom of living things. So yeah, let's send him home, even though it's not in our quote-unquote alignment interest. Alignment's a bad system, and Paizo's right to take it out of Pathfinder. That's what I'll say. Oh, we got another level up. Primal Mark is okay. We probably do want to focus on that kind of stuff, but then also... Well, let's grab Experience Leader, then we'll grab Tier 1 units get bonus damage. I probably should have started with that stuff, though. I think I did goof by not going that way initially. So we do get bonus stuff out of fisheries, which is interesting. I'm not allowed to reach this way. There's quite a lot of money over here. Yeah, let's grab the fishery. Fishery income is pretty serious for us. Oh, right. Multiple population. Even more fisheries. Even more population. And even more fisheries. Okay, this one is the harbor. Is that just the first fishery you build is like a spawn point for naval units, probably? Our alignment changed, but it's a temporary change, right? I don't know. It doesn't matter, like, at all. All right, let's definitely merge you up. That's just loose resources. And I'm going to go explore this way. The other scout is going to go west. Sage Oberon Mystery, wow, of the Free City of Flotsam greets you. I must admit, I am happy to meet you. Did Decimus send you? I am an old friend of King Decimus the Unwavering, and one of his most trusted advisors. We have supported each other through many hardships, including the moment when Nimue first discarded my people, and soon after, his. Although Decimus still denies this truth. Myself, I had my time to grieve. Now I merely wish for the freedom of the people of this realm. Perhaps together we can convince him of Nimue's true nature, if you prove yourself to be truly different from her. Well, I feel like I'm doing an okay job of that so far. So yeah, we'll throw them a Whispering Stone. That seems fine. Unit upkeep goes down for your tier 1s. I'm going to do this because we're about to have a city found, right? I would like it to come out with +1 pop. That seems great. I did set this up, right? Okay, yeah, one more turn.
You were close to reaching your maximum number of cities.
True story. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. Alright, so I feel like I probably want to go up here and free this stuff. We'll handle this, but you're just sitting on a cache of resources rather than a node. I feel like the nodes are more important to take care of. So, wow, that's a lot of points of affinities. Targets all adjacent enemies, removes all negative status effects, deals 12 random elemental damage for each effect removed. Interesting. And you with Disdain the Weak, you deal bonus damage against tier 1 units, which is probably a fair amount of what we will be fighting. This is kind of a fun one, though. I don't know that we have a lot of ways of dealing elemental or dealing a lot of negative status effects. So maybe this doesn't make so much sense for us. We could also pick up somebody who's from our culture and just get, reinforcements to the affinities we already have, which I think is maybe the right move. All units in army start combat hastened. You know what, Ace? Welcome aboard. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, but welcome aboard. For the moment, I guess you just kind of like ride with us. Yeah. Just check the other land masses and try to meet the other players as quickly as possible. You're good. Stop having movement left. Okay, we're building here. I don't know that I do want to pick up another I feel like we gotta go for this, right? Yeah, I don't know that I do want to pick up more military units, even though we have an army to put them in. Also, I didn't boost anything here, which maybe was a mistake, but let's do the standard storehouse opening. Oh, right, and we can set our new hero to govern for some extra stat points and even more affinities. Oh wait, our hero, the hero's affinities just affect the city, not my stuff, right? Yeah, because we were already 4 and 2. Okay. Roughheim is really growing at an incredible rate. I'm gonna want a quarry at some point. And obviously foresters and stuff as well. Let's get the forester first. But yeah, Roughheim is growing remarkably quickly. Alright, what all is going on over here? Ooh, spooky haunted graveyard. That's kind of cool. Let's ride up and free this up since we've already built over top of it. The towering brewer ogres gibber in terror at your army's approach. It hunkers down, hiding its face behind gigantic fingers. Seeing their leader submit, the rest of the tribe follows suit. The area is soon filled with the sounds of mournful howls and deep-throated cries for mercy. Now, we do absolutely murder people sometimes. Draft in Roughheim is blocked for 5 turns, but the ogres will do work. I mean, I feel like I'm down with this. It says conscript. It doesn't specifically say this is against their will. My headcanon here is we made them an offer. It was this or fight, and they were like, yeah, hell yeah. They were into it. That's why that's okay. And then we may as well clear this out too. If I start the fight with this unit, it still uses everybody. Alright. Nice. Nice and easy. That makes Magnaford immediately so much more valuable. And then this would be a battle that doesn't include the others. You probably should wait on that. This looks like a shore? Yeah, okay. No players, but some interesting stuff nonetheless. So plus 10 gold income unlocks a line of buildings that no doubt connects to, you know, that fishmonger is going to turn all of our fisheries into something, probably. We have enough fisheries that I'm very curious. Okay, it's just a raw 15 food income. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And the Tranquility Pool was acquired, which makes our spells cheaper, and we're moving toward that Cosmoflux Elixir, which is pretty good. Yeah, I like the research post in this area. It's very, very powerful. All right. I think this probably is about where we should call it. We've got our foothold here. Like, I would say a very solid foothold. There's a lot we can work with. Hey, it's Decimus the Unwavering. We found him. Of the Atoning Toadman. He eyes you and puffs up his chest. My name was given to me by the Siren Goddess herself. As blessed children of Nimue, we only aim to please her. Unfortunately, she has deemed us imperfect. That's not how you use an M-dash. Without her guidance, we've taken it upon ourselves to patrol and protect the realm. I know she will love us again if we prove ourselves worthy. Decimus sounds desperate. The Siren Goddess will love us again. This question's kind of like a fucked up... The use of the phrase true nature here should, like, make him angry. Because, like, this, I'm straight up telling him, no, you're definitely wrong. And it's, like, insulting. He doesn't know who I am. I'm just some stranger who showed up, and I know more about his god than he does. Let's see if they actually take it that way. Well, he harumphs. That's something. You have stories about my goddess. Lies, no doubt. He pauses for a moment. But very well, I must respect the rules of negotiation. Through my duties, I have met others with whom I share good contacts. Some tell the strangest stories about the goddess's love turning to wrath. But that can't be. These people, they fell out of the goddess's grace, but I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. She would never truly drown us. Would she? He winces as he is being scolded by something you cannot hear. That's probably supposed to say as if he is being scolded. Like, it's so clear that they don't really care about this text, right? It's clearly not been read over by a second person. The editing is terrible. Why put so much of it in the game if you're not gonna bother? Decimus rubs his temple. If you wish to convince me, convince the Sage of Flotsam of your good intentions first. I respect his insights. Yeah, easy enough. I don't have a claimed province. You are wrong. The game uses this idea of claiming, like, any province that is within 3 billion miles of one of your cities is automatically claimed. And I think the idea is like this is a thing to like gin up conflict. It's supposed to be making you want to go to war with your neighbors more, but it's kind of annoying. We get a lot of diplomatic notifications that don't mean anything. It feels like we're being spammed. All right, we definitely want to turn on this spawnkin thing. Let's get that started, and then I'm not going to do anything else. I swear. We're gonna end the episode. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you all return next time, we're going to do our best to convince this deeply, deeply stupid Toad Man. I appreciate his, like, the buffoonishness of his character here. But we're going to do our best to convince him that he is wrong. Everything that he knows about the entire universe is wrong. I'm sure it'll be an easy sell, right? And we'll see you then.